Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vinay and we like watching anime. My favorite anime is One Piece and that's what we are reacting to today. Well, we've been reacting to Kuma's past for quite some time now. There's been three episodes where we've been learning how Kuma's life was, how his life was when he was young, when he was teenager, when he just joined the Revolutionary Army, what happened at the God Valley, and what happened to the family of Kuma, and how he came across Bonney. That's what the main reason that we are watching Kuma's story about is. And in the last episode, there was some tragic events that happened. We found out how or who abducted Ginny. Apparently, it was one of those scums, celestial dragons. They had a liking to Ginny, and they just somehow took her with him to Marijua, and then they took her as a wife, I guess. And in this case, a wife is just literally a slave. And then we've been following that Kuma can't catch a break. He doesn't know what to do. He was just enraged. He was just in anger, in pain. He was just helping out all the people he can through revolutionary army. But in the end, he was unable to find where Ginny is because he didn't know who abducted her. 2 years later, we found out Ginny escaped, and in this case, it wasn't so much of an escape, it was much of a disease she had, like a sapphire scale disease. That's what we know. Because once she got that disease, she was useless to the celestial dragon, and she was just like, "Yeah, you can go." That's all what wanted. That's what happened. But she got a baby, and she was just about to die. But before that, she contacted Kuma, she contacted Dragon and Iwa-chan, let them know that she is at Sorbet Kingdom, there at the same church where she grew up with Kuma. And before she took her last breath, she handed over her only child, her sweet, lovely child, Bonnie. And Kuma promised to take care of her no matter what happens. Well, Kuma, we know, left Revolutionary Army to take care of Bonnie, and since the age of, I don't know, I think she was about 3 or 4. That's when even then, Bonnie also started getting the sapphire disease, and we found out that sapphire scale disease. And we found out that no matter what kind of light, even moonlight or sunlight, is troublesome for this disease because that ends up getting the scales more active, and then the person dies sooner. Found out that Bonnie might die at literally 10 years old. So none of the family members, none of the people that Kuma loves are alive at the moment, and he just wants to find the cure no matter what. This is probably the reason Kuma is such a kind person, and he literally loves her as if she was his own daughter, and he's gonna find a cure. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, we also know that the king did some terrible shit. He literally set fire to the southern part of Sorbet Kingdom where Kuma lives, and Kuma just trying to help him now. Not the king, but all the peoples over there. Mind you, at this point, Bonnie still can't leave the church. What country is he talking about? Man, I hope Kuma beats him up. Wow, that's a lot of people. Wow, are they? Ooh, that's a shit king. Doesn't give, doesn't care about his subjects at all. Oh, Yes, Kuma. He's pissed, and rightfully so. Oh, that's the pillar of revolutionary army, all. Oh, it's increasing. Oh, that's not something you should say to Kuma. I couldn't save. That's right, beat him up. I don't think Kuma is the kind of person who kills anybody. Ugh. Oh, oh, get him. Yes. Oh, nice. Solo revolution. Yes, that's exactly how it should have been done. That king was a terrible person. He did not listen to his subjects, did not care about his subjects, did not care about what happens to half of his kingdom that he just set fire simply because to gain favor from the celestial dragons. And we all know that how that works out. I was just wondering what kingdom is he talking about which was set afire and that worked? Because Cobra stuff has not happened yet. The Flamingo stuff hasn't happened yet. Maybe he was talking about Goa Kingdom because that's also something. That's also where Sabo is from. So I think he's talking about Goa Kingdom. Somehow it worked somehow it worked for the king over there, and Celesti was able to get a favor from Celestial Dragon. So maybe he tried to do the same thing. And even the soldiers that are under the king, like they're just shooting people without giving it a second thought, like. So we don't know what's happening over there. But yes, that's what we wanted. We know Kuma is no pushover. We know he's just gonna go and probably not murder, but probably just gonna hurt some people who are um, doing this damage to his people as well. And like even the people in the south, they are all old and elderly people. Like they cannot do much work. That's why he thinks of them as garbage. The king Kuma doesn't like it. Replaced. Oh wow, he's king now. No, he's not king. Okay. Oh, he did. Nice. But he was called the Tyrant King, so I don't know why. Training? Wait. Wait, what happened? Did she somehow eat the fruit? What happened there? Okay. Yeah, how did she get in the fruit? Toshi Toshi no Mi. King Kuma. That sounds nice. Who's that now? That's not her. Huh? Okay, that was his mother, the old king's mother. Oh, that's how they spun it, huh? On this small town, people with power can pull off such dirty tricks, and we know that because this is exactly what Doflamingo did. When Law and Luffy wanted him to be removed as a king, he had connections to celestial dragons, and we all know he was the son of one son of a celestial dragon, so he knew the right people, and he was able to manipulate the information throughout the world that Doflamingo has stepped down, I guess, and it's back to democracy, it's back to the people. That's he's given the kingdom back to the people because that's what Law wanted. But he didn't know Law and Luffy, and I don't even think Luffy understands this stuff. But Law didn't know that Doflamingo could pull this off. Same way, the exact same way. Now, the Kuma we know, doesn't kill people, and that's what he did. He didn't end up killing the evil king, and yes, that's what we were calling him now, evil king, not exactly Kuma. And but that king had connections to the celestial dragons and the five elders, I guess, and they are now manipulating the information that Kuma was the one who actually set fire to the southern part of the kingdom, burned a lot of villagers, burned a lot of people, so that now they can take actions. This is what power can do to you. This is what power can do to you. You can manipulate the information. You can sway the people's emotions into your favor, and then you can badmouth. Let's say badmouth. You can defame. Yeah, that's much better. You can defame anybody and make them famous for all the evil or the bad reasons. And now the people's perception of Kuma is become a tyrant king. That's what he's been called, a tyrant king. That's what we know. His title was Kuma the Tyrant. That's how he ends up becoming a Shichibukai before. So maybe that's gonna happen now. And somehow Bonnie ended up eating a devil fruit. There wasn't even a fruit there. Because she doesn't leave the town. So did Kuma have a fruit with him? We don't know. Oh, he can transform now. That's not Bonnie. I think this is probably the right time to ask Dragon for help. Please do something for your people, man. For your twin pillar. Oh, oh wow. That's a huge ship. Who's on the ship though? Same king, yeah. Okay. You don't mess with Akuma when he's angry. Wow. Wow. Ho ho ho. One man army, y'all. Wow. Oof. Can destroy 3 ships in one blow. Oh, he's become a pirate now. Yeah, do we know his bounty? We don't know his bounty. One attack. That's the Skypia? No, no, that's the kingdom where Chopper was. Oh yeah, because it's the village of doctors, I think. He's searching for a cure all over. What is this, thriller bath? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We've seen those pirates before. Oh, Kurenai? It's going to. Oh, this is the same bridge where Robin was. Finding search. Searching for her cure. Oh, he can't find one. It says Revolutionary Army. Finally, some help. Okay, guys, we've seen the lengths a father will go to save his child. He's been away from his own kingdom. He's become a tyrant. He's been named a tyrant. He's been named a pirate. He has an enormous bounty. We know he's a revolutionary army before that, before even this thing happened. So, and he's searching all over the place. He went to literally every island there is, and that's how you know how Kuma knows where to send all the people from Straw Hat Pirates. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but in Shabudi, Kuma was the one to help Kuma was the one to help Luffy and his gang, and he sent all of them to their proper location. He sent Chopper to a place where he can become a better doctor. He sent Usopp to a place where he could hone his skills. And same thing with Luffy to the Kuja Kingdom. Same thing with Zoro to where Mihawk was. This is how he knows, guys. This is how he knows what's happening over there on on all the islands across One Piece, and probably he should be the one to find One Piece as well. Might have been on Laftel, but doesn't know it's Laftel. But yes, that's how it's happening. Finally met up with his old friends, if you want to call them, the Revolutionary Army. And Dragon, for one thing, was finally a helpful person to him and showed him who he can go to probably get a cure for any of the disease. And we all know that Vegapunk is a smart man and he should be able to figure out the cure to any kingdom, to get a cure to any disease, like, because he has the brain no me. So I think this is gonna work out. He's gonna join the Curious army. Yeah. Oh, he's become strong. Oh, is he taking her with him? Egghead. Okay. He still has all his head, huh? Oh, it is? Nothing's free in this world. Nothing's free. Yeah, what happened? Do you know something? In the end, he works for the government. Does he not know that Kuma is a pirate as well? Oh. Yeah, pacifist. All right, I'm not entirely agreeing with the word pacifist here, but yeah, that's how he got the name pacifistas. Because man literally went up and destroyed an entire fleet of ships. Would you call it three ships, a fleet of ships? Yeah, in one attack, nonetheless. That's how powerful he is. He is way too overpowered to be calling himself a pacifist anyway. But we are happy. we're happy on the fact that he was able to find someone who can cure Bonnie's disease, and she's gonna live longer now. Because I don't know how far ahead in the future is the flashback happening, but she now knows her dad's story. She, and this is just her recalling her dad's story, by the way, anyway. So she now knows her dad's story. She now knows what he did to cure her, and she knows who Ginny is, her mother was, um, and how Pacifistas came into existence, why he's being called a tyrant king, a pirate, and let alone anything. And seeing Saint Saturn, I don't think that's a good news because he's supposedly a bad guy. One thing I've noticed is no one of the people in One Piece are just bad. They're just driven by something, and that something just drives them to become such a terrible person. But maybe Bakery King is exactly an evil king. And Dragon, for one thing, was helpful to Kuma, and he was the one suggesting to go to Vegapunk and see if he can cure it. Vegapunk, being the smart head he is able to cure Bonney's disease now. And as a payment, he's gonna study Kuma's body and make pacifistas, and that's gonna help him just gain a favor probably from from the Marines, from the world government as well. And we are on Egghead, but Egghead is not what it is now, as in of today's time. Egghead is just being in under construction, but we are glad, we are happy that Bonnie is gonna be cured now, and that's about it. What do you think of this episode? You like it? Let me know in the comments and let me know what you think. If you can find some answers for me, maybe the one kingdom that um, King Bakery was talking about, where this thing worked, and which kingdoms, which kingdoms do you think Kuma visited? Because we've seen the one where he visited Chopper, probably Thriller Bark as well, and that's why he knows how to get back to this kingdom. And I was also just wondering, how is like, does it take a toll on him to transfer himself with his powers to all these kingdoms? Because we see him using a boat. So, lots of questions. Probably you guys know the answers. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.